Alright, hello, second video of the day. Today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the book Mindset by Carol Dweck, the PhD professor at Stanford University, a PhD professor, psychology person at Stanford University, and researching a lot about hard work and mindset towards working hard. And yeah, the book is all about mindset. And like she kind of coins terms and invents terms that give us a good overview of how we should try to become the best version of ourselves. That's the goal that she's kind of assuming that everyone has in this book, so we can help ourselves to accomplish or become the best version of ourselves. So the very basics of this book is that it separates people into two different mindsets, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. It's a very generally explained. A growth mindset is the belief that you can change and you can do better and you can kind of change your personality, change anything you want so you can become a better person. And a fixed mindset is the mindset that you think that your inherited abilities and your talent is kind of what defines you. You can't change that. And your self-value is also, self-value is also correlated to how successful you are. And it's like that kind of thing. So you guys already kind of see the problem of a fixed mindset here, but I'm gonna get into the nitty-gritty after, but it gets pretty hard to keep a growth mindset from what I see. And so the number one thing about the biggest difference about these two mindsets is the perception of failure. It's very hard, but growth mindset people, the people with a growth mindset, always see failure as an opportunity to grow. A real failure to them is the result of not growing or not learning from an experience that wasn't up to their expectations. That's what a real failure to them is. So you're successful and you're doing good as long as you keep learning from your mistakes, and no matter how many mistakes you make. And a fun story, like Albert Einstein was a very famous person for having a growth mindset. Like everyone thought he was stupid until like his teenage years. Everyone thought he shouldn't even go to school because he's so stupid. And look at him, he invented the light bulb, right? Light bulb. Wait, no. Anyway, he did a lot of good things. Oh, E equals MC squared, that's for sure. Yeah, right? So that's a growth mindset. A fixed mindset, a lot of people who think of a fixed mindset is a failure kind of defines your self-worth, right? So if you fail, then as a person, you're lower now. So this kind of makes people not fail, but that also means that they're not going to challenge themselves at all because they're so scared of failure. If you compare two first grader students, one with a fixed mindset, he would take a test, he would do good in it. The teacher who has a fixed mindset compliments him as, wow, you're so smart, good job. This is gonna, to that first grader, that experience will make them think that, oh, okay, so if I don't get 100%, then I'm not smart. Okay, well then what can I do? I can just keep taking easier tests so people can label me as smart and not really challenge myself to do multiplication or division or the harder stuff where I'm more likely to not do as well. And that mindset already kind of just starts building off from your elementary years. So whenever you're teaching someone, be careful of how you label people. I'm gonna get into a tangent here, but because I used to have C's in elementary schools and not good grades in middle school. But I kind of bunked it up in college, or no, in high school. And people labeled me as a smart person. But this label in of itself, I'm not smart. I worked hard to get the results, but I'm not a smart person just from, my inherited abilities, and that alone definitely did not get me the grades I got. That got me into UC Berkeley. I'm gonna do a video on how I got in, but that definitely did not have, just my talent was definitely not enough, But these people who just label someone as a smart person, they're trying to protect themselves because they have a fixed mindset. Okay, shoot, so this guy is better than me, Maybe if I call him smart and not really credit his hard work, then I can kind of protect my own self my own fixed mindset just by labeling him as a smart person. You know, he didn't do anything special. He just kind of inherited that ability. You know, I can't do anything about that. So I'll just call him smart and accept the fact that I'm not as good as a person with it than him, and then like be good with it. You know, a growth mindset person would think like, oh, so I wonder how he did that, or I wonder how hard he worked, or what kind of strategy he took to get those grades. You know, like action-oriented growth mindset, like what kind of hard work, those kinds of questions is what a growth mindset person would ask. Yeah, and so the hard thing about, hard work, yeah, and the fixed mindset person also kind of tries to become better than everyone, because like that kind of proves that he's a special human that's talented. So that's like also, that kind of also gives you a toxic mindset, right? A growth mindset person, like in the really deep part of his heart, kind of is a pacifist, is a guy who strives for like equality. You know, no one's better than anyone, like a fixed mindset person would think. No one's better than anyone. It's just different in how hard we work, you know, to accomplish the things we want to accomplish. So that's what we should focus on. We shouldn't really focus on who's better than who. It's just ourselves, right? Okay, so now the hard part about these two mindsets that I kind of mentioned earlier in this video is that people can be both in different aspects of their life. So in a relationship, you like the person, so you want to work a little hard. You know, you don't want to just leave it all up to your talent or whatever abilities you have. You want to change. You want to start learning to like assert yourself in the relationship, but keep the equal stance, and communicate properly, and do whatever, you know, in a relationship to help it succeed and to keep yourself together with the girl that you like, or the guy you like. But the same person, right? So the same person with that relationship, but that same person may think in terms of academics that he might have a fixed mindset. He'll get a C, he'll get A's in you know, the first test or so, but then it'll start going down because once he gets that bad grade, he'll think, oh shit, okay, I'm not smart anymore, and kind of just stay like and not really work hard to get the A's that he was able to get in the beginning. So the very important part about us is, assuming that you guys always want a growth mindset, is to kind of keep your eyes open on areas of your life and kind of reflect on the way you thought, right? Because this is really in of itself, it's just a thought. Like, it's just how you think of success and failure and hard work and everything. It's not really like you can develop a growth mindset by doing these steps. It's not like you can get I don't know, 10 pounds of muscle just by training. It's not like that. It's really just a change in, it's a way in how you think. So what we can do is just reflect on, well, how we're going to try to accomplish our goals, or are we feeling scared because we don't want to work hard, or we don't want to fail? Are we scared of failure? That's a fixed mindset. I think a lot of people are scared of failure. I'm scared of everything. But if you want to really succeed, obviously the growth mindset people have a higher chance of succeeding. Then we're gonna have to kind of change that mindset into more action-oriented, positive, and thinking failure as an opportunity, kind of thing. So yeah, is that all I have? Yeah, and it's really just a lot, like that. So what I would recommend is like a monthly mindset check or something, because it can, like, even with different topics, like you can start off with the growth mindset in academics because the successful people who've been through that program are so successful. But then once you find yourself in the midst of the program and you learn it's really hard, you might just get depressed and like not want to try anymore because you're the you in the present that's not enough to succeed in that program, and you might turn into a fixed mindset in the middle. So it's really important to check in all areas, you know, well, what kind of mindset you have and what kind of goals you have, and is a fixed mindset gonna fulfill that at all, right? Yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.